And that's why these good ideas that colleagues from the hosting institution has had, the community JAML and just ideas of science, I like your ideas to come in, because we need to lead on the intellectual, technical capacity of societies to design the future will be, of course, different in every time. It has to be democratic, and I'm thinking about the long-term discussions that has taken place in South Africa to design the plan, the investment plan for Africa for the low carbon. For example, climate change science has been dominated by knowledge produced elsewhere, which has seen a mismatch with the actual problems, and in particular look at the significant social anthropological lesson emerging from the continent, for example, on clean cooking. There is a difference from government. OECD public finance, for example, is ignored by the citizen because they don't see where the money is going. And then there is, of course, a problem of control of parliaments, a local control, which is not always happening. So African continent needs to build its own framework to take the lead now on research and data production on the economic and socio-political effect of climate change. We have done many examples, but we need to invest in the intellectual. And we are, and I want not to be too long, we are at a moment where it's a crucial moment, I said, because of course of what we see on the ossification, I name that, so the Paris Agreement, we look at the procedures, we don't look at the substance. And then we are now coming into the new phase where we will have the global stocktake in very few days now. And then we have to design what are the solutions after. And what are the solutions is really having a new determined contributions that are really, not a paper on a shelf, not something that has not been debated by society, supported by the intellectual community, the science in countries. And it has to embark with local authorities and with business and investors. It cannot be something, again, a niche in the government. So this moment, and I hope this message from the Africa Summit would be really that this new round is a round where these countries, these regions, these countries can really propose their own vision based on sufficiently precise signal. And that NDCs are investment plan. They are democratically elaborated investment plan. And I like, again, President Ruto mentioned about democracy into what this future is like. So de-risking is about de-risking the climate transformation into the society and generating hope. That's why science is important. That's why democracy is important. And that's why ownership and leadership now from the countries more affected, and that can bring the solution. We really recognize the leadership of Kenya, which using this summit to launch the clear investment vehicles to attract investors and of course to build a new technical capacity to follow. National Green Development Bank or equivalent, I think there is mushrooming of ideas and proposal, and I think good to see that we have to embark with that and support that capacity of new leadership we absolutely, definitely need at global level. Thank you.